Chicago, as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey. Shift. Mike 5-4. Hey, box truck.
Now Jones. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On the set.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
Well, we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
66. Bullet high. 2nd down defense. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Penn. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none. Box track. Mike, recon, 132 fight. 55. Ready, go.
Now a give, right side. Penn. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Love. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it.
And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Jones to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 15. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down. It's caught at the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Penn. Oh, able to avoid him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Looking to throw. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And an alley to run. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Penn, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, Penn. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Free buzz, free buzz. 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now it's Tate. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on, set, 8, read. Check. Hey, echo. Go. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike, go.
On 1st and 10, Jones to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
2nd in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready, set, pause. And what's the ball? Watch the safety creep. Check. 5. Yep. Check. Complete grip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Open man is Kirk, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Rush in. Bravo.
54.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the... He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. 54, 54.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's
Now.
On the run, it's Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now.
50. Check tight.
Go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go now. Hang too soft. Look at me. Zipper. Check. Press. Hey, exit.
Mike 50.
From the gun, Jones being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Pin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go.
Game situation. Let's go.
Mike 51. Seam 6. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pin. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 80 weapon. Showing it. Orbit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. Need a few of those to actually hit.
Now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
6-6, pull it high, snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Jones, he's going to, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
General, West, check 49.
They'll keep it on the ground. Penn. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He's checking.
Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with. And with the
Julio Jones all alone. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. 61. Matchbox, light. Ready, go. Hot, hot.
They'll keep it on the ground. 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, 10. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Why? Who? 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Set, go.
On 3rd down, 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Set, ready. 18, Gator.
54. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Here we go.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Yeah.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Deep rip, deep rip.
Jones to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.